Well, good afternoon and welcome to the Chartreuse Leprechaun. My name is Mark, your host, and as you can tell, I am still in the hospital. Thankfully, I'm still in normal care, so this is a good thing. I just wanted to give a rundown on what all happened. Back around August 3rd, one of our sons tested positive for COVID, and it kind of ran through the household. I tested positive on about the 8th or ninth, I guess. And on the 12th, with a blood oxygen level of about 78%, they put me in the hospital. I did not go to ICU. Excuse me. As I said last time, I went to, I'm going to call it intermediate care. They call it PCU. I don't recall what that means. Probably should ask about that and try and remember. At any rate, and that was on the 12th. They put me on forced air, not a ventilator. Forced humidified air, and then they slowly brought the oxygen level down as my blood ox level increased. We're still struggling to keep it above, call it the mid 90s, which is not good. But long about the 20th, I guess, they took me off that machine and put me on regular oxygen, which is awesome. I'm still on way too much of it. But they took me off that. They put me on 8 liters of oxygen out of the wall, just normal hospital oxygen. Then they dropped that down to 6. Then they dropped it down to 4. 4 was way too much. It was messing with my vision. My head was a little foggy. They bumped it back up to 5, and it's much better. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at now. So the options they're giving me at the moment are for possibly skilled nursing care, which I would actually like to have for about 2 weeks because the lower respiratory system is not functioning the way it needs to. Even with the oxygen, it's not filling. It's not. They call it belly breathing, and my body isn't doing it for whatever reason. So that's bad. What I'd like to get is a couple of weeks of targeted therapy and rehab and so forth to get that back. It's actually been a problem for years, courtesy of that small stroke in 2010 and progressively worsening. And then COVID just really jacked it all up. So, but the insurance companies being kind of a booger about that, so I may end up with home health care and having to figure out how to therapy myself out of this, YouTube videos, Dr. Google, all that fun stuff. So we'll see. Meanwhile, we've had the added difficulty starting yesterday that my blood pressure is being really weird. You can almost set your watch to my blood pressure at 120/70. No, I am not kidding. The absolute perfect number. It generally runs, I don't know, we'll call it 115 to 125 over, we'll call it 65 to 80. I mean, it's that regular. Has been for decades. Unless I'm in pain, like the neck surgery, the thoracic outlet, and so forth. But right now it's running 90/60, which is like really, really bad. And they don't know why. So I don't know what's going to happen at this point. Can't go home. Well, I suppose I could still go to skilled nursing, although I don't know. May end up with a new breathing machine. They gave me a CPAP years ago for what they call central sleep apnea, and the CPAP is useless for that, so I really don't understand why they did it, but they did. Now they're talking a possible BiPAP machine, which we'll see. I don't know. But anyway, that's the update. That's the progression of what's been going on, and I still don't have a time frame for getting out of here. But we will get back. We will get back to the channel. These days of COVID will end, and we're going to get back to normal. And so with that, I will let you go. I wish you a great day, a great week. You have yourselves a wonderful time, and we will see you here next time on the Chartreuse Leprechaun. Bye-bye.